Hey, I've never used that countdown clock before. That was kind of fun. I don't know how the guys get it to where it's right on the 30. I guess they must have. I don't know what it is. I have to figure it out later. But anyway, welcome. I am Big Will, and this is okay. Well, we still haven't figured out a good title for it, but we're going with what's the title for now. And today's topic is well, it was supposed to be DC rants, but I didn't really have anything about DC I wanted to rant about, and not very many other people had anything they wanted to rant about. But I did have a few people that knew some DC talk, and I thought, well, we could talk about DC comics in general. So this is what's the title on DC? And I have with me, I am not alone. I have a guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the fantastic, the incredible, the indomitable, the exceptional, the invincible, the immortal Biggie Shaq.
So I might have to hire you for my publicist or something. That was a tremendous intro, Will. Thank you for having me, brother.
No problem, man. I've been waiting to do that for a year. So
I'm
what's
trying
going
to-
on?
I wanted to do this before I came on here so I could look like I was smart, but I wanted to see what the D and the C meant for DC Comics.
Detective Comics.
Is that it?
Yeah, they name themselves Detective Comics Comics.
Yeah, I think I knew that.
Yeah, it's just they've used it as a symbol for so long now. No one, they just know it's DC, and that's what they go with.
Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And it looks like we got Cyborg Dad here. What's going on, man? So yeah, we're gonna talk us about some DC. Now, for those of you that don't know, I enjoy me some DC. I get Batman, on my pull list, but for the most part, I make mine Marvel. And I don't like Superman, and I argue in the face that the Incredible Hulk would be able to defeat Superman and bury him in the ground. Now, the guy on the other side of the screen has a different opinion. So I thought what it would be cool would be we could talk some DC, and you maybe can try and talk me into liking Superman or maybe checking out some more of his books.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can admit that Superman isn't everybody's cup of tea. I can understand that. Just like Hulk isn't everybody's cup of tea. Me, generally, I tend to like just about everything. So I'm not like I'm a big Hulk fan too. But if I was
Yeah.
going to like do like comparisons apples and oranges, I would say like okay, Hulk is strong, right? He's strong. People know he's strong. That's a giving. Okay. With Superman, Superman basically, in my opinion, is better at everything than everybody. Meaning he's quicker, he's stronger, he's smarter, he's more talented, he's more better looking. He has better skills with women. He could fish better. He's just talented dude. And if you can beat him at your favorite thing, he will adapt and learn and then come back and dominate you. That's the way I noticed he's been written and wrote. We're gonna get into like DC stuff. DC is interesting because unlike Marvel, Marvel likes to have like a consistency, or where they call it what do they call that stuff, Will, where canon. They like to have a canon. DC kind of there for a long time. I think this is why the books ain't that expensive in the Silver Age. You could pick up a Superman book and he would be allergic to water, for instance, or there would always be some kind of weird thing. There'd be a box and I could unleash the thing that would beat Superman. That's why I like that kind of stuff. I like all types of different types of scenarios, but it tends to be comic fans kind of like that canon stuff.
All right. Well, now let me ask you this: you got Superman, you got the Man of Steel, and you got Action Comics. Those are the three main Superman titles, and the Man of Steel thing didn't come until like the '80s. So, which one is the best one if you want to collect? Now, if you're going to go modern, okay, we'll have all three. If you want to go bronze and silver and golden, we'll have to take the Man of Steel out, and we'll just have Superman and Action Comics. So, which one is better for the collector?
If I was to start Superman and I was to point at like this is where you might find pleasure, I might like point you in the direction of Silver Age World's Finest, just because.
Oh, really?
I feel like you would get
That's
you
more
would get
of
a little
team up, isn't it?
a little extra for your bang. You know, you would still have the Superman, which you would learn and or not learn or just maybe enjoy, but you'd also have the Batman with it. Like I really enjoy the World's Finest just because they seemed like a bigger bang for your buck instead of like an Action or a Superman or just a Batman. Like you had them both together and they almost had two different stories per issue. So it's a good book.
All right. What if it's just covers? That's all you care about.
Oh, just covers? You're definitely
you're just wanting to collect and slab them up.
Yeah, Action Comics. I mean, it depends on if you're like a thrifty collector or if you're like just looking for the primo stuff, because the primo stuff is the Action Comics golden age. Like that's the highest level of goodness. But if I was to like say if you want like golden age and you want to keep a couple dollars in your pocket, Adventure Comics is a good way to go because you can get a bunch of those fairly cheap if you look hard enough. But there's definitely some good old Action Comic stuff. I mean, he's the originator, bro. Like he's definitely a part of every superhero character there is. The thing with Superman is you got to pay respect to what brought us all here. And I feel like people crap on him because he's a Boy Scout goody. I would argue he's not. There's other characters that have more morals and stuff than him. It's a very interesting read. Like
I don't particularly like Superman, and I would tell people that, but I'm not going to say that he's a bad character because if not for him, there would be no one else.
Right. I mean, there was other stuff, but before like
but not really.
No, not really. Not like the way he's drawn up. And it's so weird how the culture went from pulp magazines and war books and detective comics and just like adventures, like like Jungle Books and stuff, to superheroes, and it's stuck. And it's a genre, and it's the biggest genre, and it's everything superheroes now. We don't even care about dating books and Jungle Books, but that's the way it was before Superman.
Yeah. Tarzan, the Shadow, and the Phantom.
I mean, I think about Buck Rogers. Like he was kind of a superhero. I think he was before Superman, but like not really. That was kind of like outer space, science fiction. There's science fiction stuff, but
I know the Phantom and the Shadow, Dick Tracy, those guys. They were before him, but I mean, no one really knows Dick Tracy anymore, or the Shadow. Really, he had a comeback in the Bronze Age. That's pretty much it. I mean, and they made that Alec Baldwin movie, and they made that movie with the Phantom with Billy Zane, and that's all we've ever heard from them since.
I think that for bang for your dollar, that DC is the best because you can get Silver Age and even Golden Age DC fairly cheap, and it would be interesting if things would flip flop and Marvel wasn't the big key. Like I just wonder, like for instance now, like Star Wars, everything's a key. Every new person's a key. Could you imagine like if they took them old Silver Age Superman books and like
Oh, good Lord.
did the same stuff they're doing with like Star Wars, like everything in that was because there's tons of first appearances and stuff people don't even talk about. Like there's Insect Lady,
Yeah.
there's Shrinking Violet, there's all types of weird things that nobody cares about, but
Yeah, I know it's kind of weird. But I was thinking about, I don't really particularly like Superman. So for me, I don't want to start a collection for Action Comics. And another reason is there's over 1,000 of those things. That's a lot of books. I mean, and even if you go to Superman, there's also the length of title as well. It goes on and on. There's so many of them. So I was thinking if I was going to start something, I would do the ancillary characters of Superman, like Superboy, Jimmy Olsen, and Lois Lane had good series that started in the Gilded Age, ended in the Bronze Age. There's like 200 something issues, and then that's it. And only a few in each are actually really expensive. I can't tell you how many times I've come across a Superboy from the Silver Age, and it'd be less than $10.
Well, I think people forget that DC, like they just see Marvel now and they think Marvel's always been the top dog. At one point, DC like was the only comic distributor, okay? And they like allowed Marvel to do like 5 or 10 runs at one point. Like when Marvel first started,
distributed by DC.
Right. So when Marvel first started, it was through DC and it ended up being its own thing at some point. But like there for a long time, DC was the premium. And I don't know where the ranks kind of switched. I would guess around 68, 70. It kind of went from everybody like DC to Marvel.
When everyone started, all the new titles started coming out.
Yeah.
That's when everything changed, was 68. You had Iron Man, Submariner, Captain America, the Hulk. All those characters got brand new titles. Some of them never had a title before on their own.
It's amazing that DC don't have hardly anything good after, I don't know, at 65 to 70. Like what I mean, they got some Teen Titans, they got
well, even the Teen Titans, the biggest book is in the first volume is only number 1, and that's pretty much it.
Well, I like
the Teen Titans. It's simply because it's the number 1.
Yeah, I mean, for me though, like when I go through boxes, I really do think that DC had better cover artists than Marvel at one point. Like you got Infantino, you got Cardi.
I was going to say Carmine Infantino. Let's see, Cardi and one other guy, like the main ones for DC and covers.
Swan was pretty good. Neil Adams pretty good.
He is who made Superman for the longest time.
Yeah, I mean, Kubert did a bunch of DC, but he did both. He did Marvel and DC. Yeah. I would argue. I was watching Man Caves do his top 10, and I enjoyed the smaller, obscure art from the DC covers more than the Marvel. And I love Jack Kirby. I feel like Kirby's best stuff was in DC. Sometimes, like Mr. Miracle run is flat out beautiful.
I'll start a fight in some circles.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like okay, DC horror hands down is better than Marvel.
Yeah, I'll give you that. As far as cover art and all that, DC horror is like for bronze, it's the tops.
Yeah, like this cover, nothing Marvel made can like touch some of DC.
Let me there we go.
This is Ghosts #1, a Nick Cardy cover. They had House of Secrets, they had House of Mystery, and Marvel Mystery Comics weren't even close, dude. In my opinion, I can't think of hardly any. Like I know they had like Werewolf by Night.
Golden Age.
yeah, you would have to. I feel me personally, like the only thing that even is close to DC horror is creepy magazines.
Mm.
Like check this one out, Will. This war book right here, Joe Kubert
Oh
did.
man, I feel his pain from here.
It's beautiful. Like I don't know of any Marvel book that looks like that. Maybe Crisis. That's a DC book. Like there is none. It's insane, bro. They do some things better than Marvel.
Yeah, I'll give you that. So I got to thinking. I honestly am thinking about starting some kind of series, trying to get every issue. And every time I think of something Marvel, I think of how much it's going to cost me. And then I think of DC, and I'm like, man, I could do some Silver Age, get into Gold, get into Bronze Age stuff, and it not actually cost a whole lot of money.
Yeah. I think you just gotta be careful when you purchase stuff. Like,
yeah. Well, if you don't care about the grade,
I got so much DC in my collection
I'm going to show
PC just because if I would try to sell it, I wouldn't get what I think it's worth.
Yeah, but this I didn't bring this up. This is Go Collect. I didn't bring it up for the money. I brought it up so I could show the covers of that.
What up, 90 fam? That's a great one, bro.
That's Lois Lane 103. I love that. She's freaking marrying Satan, and Superman's in the shadows. Like, what on, man?
She's the worst partner for any superhero. Lois Lane would screw a squid if she could.
Yeah. No comment. But yeah. I mean, some of these things. I mean, you got her marrying Satan there.
Right.
You got her right here in 102, just the issue before. She's like, Superman's accidentally killed her, apparently.
Oh, they're great.
I mean, and then if you go back to, let's see, I think, is it, there's an issue I'm looking for.
I mean, that's what's cool about Lois Lane.
Right here. Boom. She's a freaking satyr.
That's what's cool about Lois Lane is that you don't only get Lois Lane in every issue, you get Superman too. Like there's going to be a Superman appearance.
Yeah, there's Superman too. And then it goes the whole gambit. I mean, you got, check this out. Lois Lane.
That's a Neil Adams cover. That's great.
Yeah, Neil Adams did a lot of this stuff.
He did. It's for a budget. If you try to get X-Men Neil Adams, you're talking big bucks, but you can get Lois Lane all day.
You can't do it. And then this is another favorite of mine. This is the title. When the title changes to fit the art, I love that. Check at that. Now she's like about to crush Superman to death. She's Superwoman Lois Lane.
That's gorgeous, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like you get more bang for your buck, honestly.
Yeah, I have to admit you do. And if I was to start collecting this or Superboy or, well, actually he's Superman. He's too much like Superman. I don't know if I'd like that. But Jimmy Olsen, you get these amazing covers. Half of them are hilarious. Mm-hmm. And for the most part, except for a few, they're fairly cheap. Like this is number 85. We're about to get to the main Lois Lane book that's expensive. And that's, let's see, this one right here.
Yeah, there's a couple that are pretty pricey.
Yeah, this is the main expensive Lois Lane book right there.
Yeah, that's for sure the biggest one.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's the biggest one, but it's the one most sought after.
Well, isn't number one like her like a witch or something? Isn't number one like her being a witch?
Is number one her being? I don't know. Let's find out. I can look at.
I think it is.
I love about Go Collect. They're all in order, and it shows.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them that are pricey. There's that one.
Superman's girlfriend.
Number one. That's a big book. That's a big book too.
This is the bigger book. This is the big book. Lois Lane number 1.
That's a beast of a book.
Now you would have to get like a 2.5. And I'm not saying get it graded. I'm just saying the grade would have to be a 2.5 to really think about purchasing it. Because look at this. Look at this. $960,000.
Oh my goodness.
2.5 is over 500.
Yeah, I mean it's
To
it's a
spend
cool.
under $200, you got to go to a 1.0. But let's look at the very issue beforehand.
What do you mean before? That's number one. You mean after?
After, excuse me. Okay, let's go 5.0. Okay, it's down to like 189, 255, 218. That's Lois Lane number 2. The price dropped.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's Lois Lane. I mean, look at it. It's not even at 1,000 in 8.0, but yet the number 1 was in an 8.0. It's 8,000. So that's
Yeah.
how cheap a lot of these DC runs are. Like you got number 1, whoa, number 2 on. It's like, hey,
Not too bad.
People trying to give them away.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, baby, but other number 1 and number 70, where you got Catwoman, there's only one more expensive one.
Yeah, I think so. You're right.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I mean, even this one here, first Lena Luthor, and she's not called Luthor in this issue. That's a sister of Lex. That one right there is expensive, but it's not. I mean, it's issue 23, but it's still not that expensive. I mean, the
No.
8.0 is less than $100.
No.
You know,
It's just mainly her just
yeah,
cucking out Superman the whole rest of the series. It's just her being a
yeah.
prick
I
with
know,
Superman.
the
That's all it
hilarious
is.
is oh, actually, that's the second series. My bad. I went too far ahead. Way too far
Superman
ahead.
gets back at her too, though. Superman does some stuff to her, which is funny.
Yeah, he does. This one,
That's a good one.
this one is the other expensive one right
Well, the
here.
one before it is good too, I think.
I know, but this one is the more expensive one. And
Yeah, that's my favorite one right there.
this is also a controversial one. I
It
have
should
owned
be.
that one before.
No, I know. I've seen you have that. That's my favorite book. I don't think it's that controversial. I think for the time when this was printed, that it
Well,
was
that's what I'm
pretty
saying. It's
tame.
controversial when it was printed. I mean, it's not that controversial here. I mean, well, it is a little controversial because basically Superman doesn't want anything to do with her because she's black.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, the issue you were talking about, the one before it, is a key issue, and I like it. It's the first appearance of Rose and Thorn. If anyone's doing any
dude. I want that because it's so low key that you can probably grab it pretty cheap.
Yeah. I've actually looked at it. I can get a decent copy for like $50.
Yeah, I would want to pay a little less than that, hopefully. But
Well,
you're right.
I know. I'm just saying that's how low it can go and still be a good issue.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know that that's even what it was, except for that little tiny box at the bottom.
I know. I don't know what it is, but even on the issue after it, they did the same dang thing, and I don't know why. It's like Lois Lane, I am Curious Black, and a little bit at the bottom plus.
Dude, I love Thorn and Rose and all that crap. There's an issue of Lois Lane, which is probably my favorite cover, but it's a moderately pricey. It's like this dude playing a piano, and he's going to hit the death note, and he's going to kill all 3 of the chicks from Lois Lane run. And it's just a cool bondage Lois Lane cover.
What issue is it?
I can't think of it off the top of my head. I okayed it to 84, but
there's a piano in it.
Yeah, there's a piano, and it's a bondage. Maybe I could probably find it by typing in bondage. I'll figure it out.
Let's see here. I could probably figure it out here if you give me a second. I got all of them. It is 120. Nope.
That kind of looks like
820. But anyway, yeah, that's one thing I was talking about like maybe collecting these Lois Lane and stuff. It'd be a good issue because you wouldn't spend a lot of money on them, and you could get the whole set. Is it a later issue?
It's in that, I think it's a 15 center maybe.
Oh, 15 center. Then I'm a little bit past it. Then I need to go to there we go.
Lois Lane.
All right. Yeah. By the way, people who are watching this, I do this for fun. So I'm sorry you're watching us look up stuff, but I also don't care.
Doc's telling me to check out showcase number 9. The actual first Lois Lane is
Oh
showcase
yeah,
number
that's
9.
the first Lois Lane. We're just talking about her series.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean that one's obviously going to be expensive. It's the first Lois Lane before she goes into her own series. Oh well, if you happen to think of it, let me know. But oh well, we won't fool with it.
Yeah, I'm looking. I can't remember it.
But yeah, and showcase, man, the early showcase are expensive. Just to mention, hey, they're expensive. But yeah, so
I mean,
I'm about leaning Lois Lane or Jimmy Olsen, and I think I might want to do Lois Lane.
so you're really gonna try to get into Superman, basically, is what you're saying.
Well, to me, it's not so much Superman as it is Lois Lane, and Jimmy Olsen not so much as it is Superman, even though he's in like every issue. Yeah, this is the first Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane story, and it's actually less expensive than the number one. Believe it or not, it's only 210,000 in a 9.8. It's 8.0 is
What?
4,000, so it's actually cheaper.
Oh my gosh. It's the classic with him coming through the window too. That's great.
Yeah, very classic,
Um,
baby.
I didn't know about that book. I had no idea that was first Lois.
Yeah, and then we also have Jimmy Olsen.
That
Had like 200 something issues, I believe, and
well, I got the bondage cover here. It's 122.
oh, it's Lois Lane 122.
Yeah. I think you'll like this cover. It's probably the best, my favorite Lois Lane cover.
Oh yeah, I remember it now. That's an awesome cover, man.
It's pretty good.
Check it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I
That's some good
And-
stuff right there.
love how everybody is all bondaged up and tied up, and they need Superman to save the day.
Yep. Jimmy Olsen's really good. Jimmy Olsen's older
Yeah.
than Lois Lane. So
But
you
not as expensive as it turns out. Here's Superman's Pal, Jimmy Olsen, number one, the classic one with that cover there, 18,500 in a 9.8. So it might behoove me to do Jimmy Olsen instead because it's a lot cheaper. It looks like. I mean,
I can't think of any Jimmy Olsen super keys.
aside from Darkseid.
Oh, of course. Yeah, 134.
Well, aside from that, can you name any other Jimmy Olsen? That's the only one people know.
Oh, I think like 132 or 133 is first Kirby on DC, and that's about it, though. You're right.
I don't even think that one's super expensive though.
No, 134 is the only like one that's going to give you a problem.
All right, here we go. We're in the 100s.
You get that one, you're pretty. I mean, maybe number one. That's
Well,
a great
yeah,
cover.
It's always going to be an expensive one, but it's a lot cheaper than the Lois Lane number one.
Yeah, there's some really good covers. I would probably think that Jimmy Olsen has better covers.
You have Jack Kirby, but you have Neil Adams too. I mean, yeah, this one has more better artists, I think, on it, but it's a toss up as to which one's better. Yeah, here you go. Jack Kirby work, first Morgan Edge. This is like the cameo kind of sort of, but it's not that expensive. But it's great art. And this is the Darkseid one. That's the expensive Jimmy Olsen book with the Neil Adams cover. Yeah,
Gorgeous.
Yes, it is.
I love that book, dude.
Do you have that book?
I do. I'll go grab it.
No. Oh, you don't have to. I'm just asking if you have it since you said.
it's right here. I'll go get it.
Anyway, yeah. Looks like average 6.0 price is like around 30-40 bucks for most of these here, or less. But yeah, man, I might want to do Jimmy Olsen. I don't know. I'm trying to talk myself into one or the other to figure out what I want to do. And I don't care about the grade as long as the cover looks good. So I mean, it could be a piece of crap copy. But yeah, I think 200 something ends Jimmy. I'm not sure. Wait, no. Looks like he may end with 163. Huh. But anyway, just an idea. Let's see. What's going on, Mike? Yeah, I never really said hello to Man Cave, hello, Man Cave.
I got this bad boy, Will.
I'm gonna do them both. That's way too expensive.
I got this bad boy for $5.
Whoa, $5?
Yeah.
How'd you manage that?
This antique shop, they just got a collection in, and this was like this was the biggest cherry out of the whole collection. Because you know me, dude, I went through all the boxes and I found this one. I was like, oh yeah.
Be honest, you had to take your shirt off and say you do things, didn't you?
No, I was. It was funny because the guy was like, he was like still kind of pricing out the stuff, and the only stuff he had priced was the box that had the Jimmy Olsen in it. So he's like, everything in that box is $5. I was like, absolutely, brother.
Okay. Yep. That is how you do it.
Yep.
I gotta get me one of them. If I even if I do the Lois Lane run, that's a book I wouldn't mind having.
Let me show you my dandy.
All right.
Some of my favorite here's a really good Superman book I got. You're gonna get me messing up, but I know his name. This is a Mortimer cover. Okay.
Mortimer?
Yeah, Mortimer. And it's just super classic Action Comics. Getting shot in the face like a circus stunt. Like, it's just fun stuff, man. Like, it's hard to explain. I have a deep
innocent fun of back in the day. Yeah.
And then this is like DC superhero stuff on steroids right here. Okay, this one right here is Mr. Miracle 6. That's about as close to Marvel as you'll get for a DC book right here.
That I don't know, but I wouldn't argue.
That's just a few of the pleasures and treats you get, messing with DC Comics. I love DC.
Yeah. So I guess the question is, which one should I go for? I mean, the Jimmy Olsen is cheaper, but I kind of want to do the Lois Lane because her covers, man, some of those covers just look funny as crap or iconic, and she reminds me of some of the Wonder Woman covers when she was depowered. The mod era Wonder Woman. I get reminded of the mod era Wonder Woman with the some of those issues where the one where she has like the kryptonite boulder over Superman. And stuff like that.
It's okay if you just don't like a character either and you just want to do something else. Like, I think you would probably enjoy, like, this is my favorite Wonder Woman cover, for instance, right? Like, if you're going to get Lois Lane, I would probably say get Wonder Woman before it.
Yeah, I've had Wonder Woman. That's the mod era. I've had Wonder Woman before, but I want to be able to do a whole run, and I can't do the whole run of Wonder Woman because I'm looking at Wonder Woman right now. The number 1 from the Golden Age, 6.0 is $58,000.
What do you mean, a Sensational Comics 1?
No, Wonder Woman 1. And a 6.0 is $58,000. So yeah, I'm not gonna shoot for the whole run of Wonder Woman, man. But there is something I could do for Wonder Woman if I choose to do so, and that's let me keep going here for the start of the mod era. It lasted a good amount of issues. We have Wonder Woman. Oh crap! It's like 200 something, I think, when it starts. Yeah, here it is, 178. This is the new mod era Wonder Woman. This is when she loses her powers, and they give her, like she learns karate.
Oh wow, I don't
Yeah.
have any of those.
And that's pretty well. Yeah, you do. You have one. You just showed it.
Oh okay. Oh, you
Yeah.
mean without her outfit? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, this is the mod era Wonder Woman. 178 it starts, 79, and then starting with 80, you get these beautiful covers. Like look at here at 183. This just look at that cover, man.
Yeah,
I know.
they're gorgeous.
I know, and I love the title too. Even the title, the way it waves
Yeah,
in there.
that's
It's
definitely
like,
my favorite.
and
That,
here
that one right there with the red and the target is like my
got
second
that.
favorite.
That's 188.
Yeah, they're great. They're beautiful.
And
The
then
one above it you just passed, go up a little.
that one.
No, that ain't it. I thought that was something else. I'm sorry.
Oh, I
Never
know,
mind.
I know which one you're thinking of. I know which
Yeah,
one
yeah.
you're thinking of. This
There it is. Yeah, that's the other one I got. I love.
one right here.
Gorgeous.
Yep, and that is listed as a bondage cover by CGC, just in case anyone.
Man Cave AOK John a Wonder Woman that
Yeah,
I didn't know
199
about. There it is.
have right here.
There's the one I got, and the one underneath it is
One underneath it is
damn
just
good,
as awesome.
bro. That one is just as good, bro. Maybe better.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Mod era Wonder Woman. It's like it's less than I think 50 issues, but that era, the art and the cover, people hated it because they took Wonder Woman's powers away, and I get that. But in its place, we got some of the best cover art for Wonder Woman until Adam Hughes started doing stuff.
Yeah,
And
people like
I would
that. I
argue
like this
better
the
than
most. but
his.
I feel you, bro.
Yeah. I mean, here's the last one right here is issue 203 of the mod era. So 178 to 203, not very long, but even the last issue, look at that. That
Yeah.
still looks great. And it's hilarious because it's the special woman's lib issue.
Okay.
And it has to do with a store, like a fashion store, where she tries to, like, I forget what it is, but she basically spits in the face of all the women with what she does. So it was written by men, and you could tell. Let me put it that way. But yeah, but the art on the cover, man, it was awesome. You can't deny it. And then the very next issue is the end of the mod era, but it's also the first appearance of Nubia, or
You know, that book isn't.
right here, Nubia. Nubia is awesome. Nubia is the very first. You can argue, but Nubia is the very first female African American superheroine in DC.
Yeah. No, I would guess that's right.
I mean, they kept the titling the same, but yeah, she gets her powers back. This is normal Wonder Woman, but even still, they still had some fire in the covers, man. But the mod era is where it was at, because then yeah, okay, yeah. See, we go back to the normal stuff now with 205, with a title, and then standard Wonder Woman stuff. Yeah, not quite as good, but yeah. Gotta love me that era of Wonder Woman.
They are a lot better than the Lois Lanes. I think.
Can you read that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, thank you, Mike. I appreciate you, bro. It's got a little gray in it now, but I need to trim it actually.
Let's see. You can get a lower grade World War I restored, or Wonder Woman 1 restored for $10K. Yeah, thanks a lot, man cave. That helps not at all.
Yo, Doc
Yeah,
has taught
199.
me
Yep.
more about Golden Age in the last year than I've known my whole life, bro.
Yep. 98's a good issue too. The first Silver Age of Wonder Woman. I haven't got off of it. I'm bring it right back up. Let's check that out. 99, you said?
98.
Oh, 98. Why did I say 99? Anyway, it should be number 3, I think. Yeah. Okay. 98 right here. First appearance of Earth One Wonder Woman. Origin with new facts. New art team takes over.
That's the biggest Silver Age Wonder Woman book.
Biggest Silver Age book?
It is for Wonder Woman, yeah.
Yep. Well, as long as you don't put the mod era in Silver Age, which I don't think you should, so I would agree with you. But some of those books, especially in high grade, are expensive. But yeah,
Oh, this book is stupid expensive, bro. More than any of those.
yeah. Let's see. Let's go to oh crap.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Look at that. A 0.5 is $150.
Oh yeah.
And then you jump up another $200 in a 1.0, and it just goes crazy from there.
Yeah.
But
See, I
this
know
is
you're
actually affordable.
Huh?
I said, but this is actually affordable.
Yeah, it's not too crazy. I mean, you can get it.
Yeah.
Ain't like a sensational comic or nothing.
Yeah, I would say until a book hits $1,000, it's affordable for anyone as long as you have the patience and the focus to save and get it. But once you hit over 1,000,
Yeah.
you gotta put a little more effort in there. You can still get one, but I wouldn't call it affordable.
No. I only got 2 books over $1,000. I would guess are over 1,000, and one of them was a gift, and the other one was because I sold a car.
Would one of them be that Superman with the periscope?
No, that was. I don't know how much that's worth. That probably is worth around $800 or $900 or so.
Well, I
maybe
can tell
more.
you right now, it's Superman what? Or Action Comics what?
23.
Action or Superman?
Superman 23. I'll grab it. I would have had it out, but it's like on the
Here
bottom.
it is. And what grade is yours?
It's a 1.8.
1.8. Okay, according to this, there's no sales, but doing the math, it's about a $400 book right now.
Yeah, you got to have a pretty crazy book to have like a.
That's pretty nice being a 1.8, $400. That's a good deal.
I would value it a little higher than that too, just because none of them.
Well, there's none that have sold, so it could
Right.
it could be as high as the 450 mark here, where they have one sold. But this sold in 2018, so I would say it's probably more like $500.
I would think my most expensive Superman book is my World's Finest 2. That both of these are books I got from
World's Finest number 2.
Yeah. It's this one. It's at a 1.0.
Let me see.
I mean, that Jimmy Olsen 134 is probably an 8.0 plus, but that's only like a $400 book or
This
something.
one, the one where they're all smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said 1.0.
Yeah.
Not a single sale, but
Yeah.
one did sell in 2019 near the end of the year in a 0.5, so we could probably figure it out. Okay, it sold for $240, so I would say a 1.0. You're probably looking at between $350 and $425.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah.
Now that's all Superman, Batman, and Robin, mind you, and they're the goofy versions, but that is an amazing cover.
Dude, this is my favorite Superman book for sure. This one is just as good, almost as good as you can get for a Superman Golden Age, something like this.
Yeah.
They're so good that it would be hard for me to top them.
Yeah, no, and then later on, we're going to see you with Superman #1, right?
Yeah, right. Hey, maybe Superman in the first 10. You know, that would be cool.
I want to get. There are a few issues just as a collector that I'd like to get of Superman, and one of them is issue number 30. Do you remember what's special about that one?
I don't think that's the Lex Luthor one, is it?
No.
No, I don't know.
It is the first appearance of Mxyzptlk.
Oh, okay.
That's it right there. Superman 30.
Yeah, I know that Lex Luthor's around 32. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is one issue I do actually want. And although you look at these prices and are shocked by how expensive it is very undervalued book.
No, they usually are.
Under $1,000.
That's the thing about the Superman compared to Action Comics. You could get a first 10 Superman a lot easier than you can get an Action 1 through 10.
Yeah.
If you don't care, can you go big so I can get these on your video big?
Bam!
I want to give the respect that they deserve.
I'll even do you full screen. There you go.
Yeah, these are the granddaddy DC 1940s books that collectors really are into. The Nazi, Periscope, and then this one, even the back of it is just super cool. But
yeah,
it's
dude, that's a round cover. When you think about it, the way they have the colors and the bars going,
yeah,
that's like an early wraparound cover.
Oh, well, it's even a box end. You can't really see it, but it's got like a box end. But yeah, it's kind of a wraparound. You're right, red, white, and blue. Yeah. It's got all the classic characters on the back. Zatanna, Zatara, Johnny Thunder, Lando, red, white, and blue. But there's so much history in just this book. I think it's the first time they called it World's Finest.
Yeah.
And then it's also like within five times on a cover you've seen Robin, Superman, and Batman.
Started bidding at $1 for the job. I'm just joking.
Yeah. Thank you, Man Cave. You're my guy, dude.
Yeah. Well, I think that's about it for DC. Thanks for coming on, man. This was fun.
Yeah, dude. It was a lot of fun. Maybe we'll do another one.
I've never it has been so hard for our schedules and everything else to gel. I think this is the only show I've ever done with you, and that's it. No one else. I think this is the first time I've had you on by myself on my own channel.
Where we planned it, probably.
We may have done it once before.
Yeah.
But I think this is really, really the first, especially planned.
Right. Yeah, maybe we'll make this like a bi-weekly thing.
Well, the show is bi-weekly. The guests, they might be, they might not be. I had JB on the first 2 times. But the next topic, just so everyone knows, I do a whole month of topics, which is 2 topics. And I do it on the wheel. So I'll go ahead and tell you guys the next topic, week after next, is going to be the wheel landed on guns. So I'm going to find somebody to talk about guns with me. And I have no idea who that is at the moment.
Guns in comics or guns in general?
Both, either or. I don't care.
Okay. I think Bubs would be your best shot.
Yeah, I was going to say Bubs, Snake, Rob Boswell. Probably ask one, if not all 3 of those guys for this topic. You're welcome to come back if you'd like. You don't have to. We'll be doing. I don't know what we'll be doing after that though, because I got to spin the wheel and find where it lands. So maybe
we should do a
topic you hate. I don't know.
No, I think we should. I think for our next video, we should just slug it out. Superman versus Hulk.
All right. I think we might want to. Well, I'll tell you off air. But we'll get out of here, folks. Biggie, you got the floor. Is there anything you're doing? Like any power hours coming up or anything?
Yeah, we got the Power Hour every week. Me and my boy Comic Head 84 on his channel, 9 o'clock Friday nights. But this Friday night, I am on the hunt every other week, and I believe me and Man Cave are going to. We are the tag team champions. We have been the tag team champions for like 9 months. We've only been in like 5 or 6 matches though. We have a bounty on our head, which is interesting because if you beat me in Man Cave, you get $200. So it'll be like this Friday, someone's going to try to earn $200 by beating me and my friend at comic book battling. So that's pretty much what I got going on right now. Thank you for having me. Shout outs to chat. Appreciate y'all.
Yep, I'll ditto that. Thank you, chat, for stopping by. Thank you, Biggie, for coming on and hashing out DC with me. We'll figure out what I'm going to try and collect here later, and I'll let you guys know whenever that happens. But good night. God bless. We'll see y'all later.